The good news, it's the good news. The gospel of Jesus, it's the good news. The good news, it's the good news. The gospel of Jesus.
What is the gospel? May we say good news? How can that be? A man was beaten, bruised, accused, mocked and abused, put to death. Is that good news? Most stand confused. What is the gospel? May we say words on a page, a book from ancient days, telling a story of soul saved, life spared, anger stayed, a deal made to satisfy justice on Judgment Day.
The good news, it's the good news. The gospel of Jesus, it's the good news. The good news, it's the good news. The gospel of Jesus.
What is the gospel? Just a word Christians use to imply regeneration, a changed heart, renewed mind, a fresh start for creation, an end to the ruthless reign of worldly nations. What is the gospel? Yes, it is all this and so much more. The gospel is the good news to the poor, healing for the sick, an open door, allowing all who would enter a chance to adore the Creator God, the Ancient of Days, the one who was, who is, and is to come, a chance to explore the loving Father, merciful friend.
It's the good news, the good news, it's the good news. The gospel of Jesus, it's the good news. The good news, it's the good news. The gospel of Jesus.
This is the gospel, a chance to experience all He has to offer, a chance to scorn the seed of the scoffer and lay our own self on the altar. Gospel, what a beautiful phrase, inextricably tied to His name. Dying He bought change, rising love became His fame, all for our sake. This is the gospel. When He was told to obey, the life of life was predestined to die. The Savior of the world was pronounced to be tied, smitten and afflicted, pierced through for our transgressions, chastened and crushed. He was all for us like a lamb led to slaughter. He did to make us sons and daughters. He poured out Himself to death. Christ died and God was satisfied. He descended the depths of hell. Christ triumphed all the demons and the powers of hell. Christ ascended and God commended. Christ make a public display of hell. So now the death is conquered, we are delivered, set free and set up to be risen up with Christ in the heavenlies, with angels and God. So now the sin is demolished, we are admonished to put away and mortify sin and to crucify this flesh and to trade it for righteousness. We are made new in the image of God, where Christ dwells in and makes a new man. You ask, how can Christ live in me? I ask, do you believe the gospel?
It's the good news, the good news. It's the good news, the gospel of Jesus. It's the good news, the good news. It's the good news, the gospel of Jesus.